All right, we are going to test the latissimus dorsi. The position of the patient is going to be here, lying on the stomach with the head turned toward the test side. We're going to be testing the right side. And you can see the arm is internally rotated or medially rotated with the palm facing toward the ceiling. The instructions to the clinician, you're going to stand on the test side and you're going to ask the patient to lift the arm into shoulder extension and adduction. You just want to keep that arm close to the trunk. You don't necessarily have to cross the midline. If the full range is present at that point, you need to apply the resistance. With the shoulder in extension and adduction, the elbow has to maintain its extended position. So you're going to apply resistance over the medial forearm above the wrist. So it's going to be right through here. Okay. So no stabilization is needed at this point because the patient is going to be stabilized on the table. So again, you establish the range of motion that you want your patient to do. So I want you to lift your arm into that position. Go ahead and do that now. Great. So now we can already assign the patient a grade of 3 because they can complete the range of motion, but the only resistance they have is gravity coming down on them. So go ahead and hold that. Don't let me move you. Okay, hold it. Don't let me move you. So I'm going to provide that maximum resistance for that assignment of grade 5. All right, and then a grade of 4 is the patient going to hold that test position again. Go ahead and hold that. There you go. Hold that test position, and the patient will either break or you're going to give them that moderate resistance. So hold. Don't let me move you. Okay, and again, I'm pulling into shoulder flexion and abduction. So you're kind of doing like almost a little diagonal movement there. 3, we've already established, completing that range of motion without any resistance externally applied, except for gravity. And then a grade 2, the movement is going to be observable, but the range is limited. So, already established this is the range of motion, so, they're just not going to get the full range there. And then a grade of 1 is going to be muscle activity is going to be palpable. And you can just palpate that here on that lateral side. So go ahead and try to lift. Yeah, I do feel that muscle contraction happening, but there is no movement happening at that joint. So no movement and no muscle contraction would be a grade of 0.